The technicalities involved in making reality programmes play quite a significant part in its existence. Productions employ TV psychologists to protect the well-being of its contestants, and many professionals have used reality TV as a way to analyse human behaviour. The job is typically only assigned to those who are well qualified for the role.
My name's Emma Kenny and I'm one of the UK's most well-known TV psychologists.
Emma uses her psychology background for a variety of different television programmes, offering her expertise to productions, participants and viewers.
In front of the camera, I'm contracted to ITV. I'm this morning's agony aunt. But behind scenes, I am doing things like psychological evaluations, which means that one of the things that I have to do is make sure that if you are going into a television show, that you understand the absolute reality of what that can mean.
Potential participants have to go through a rigorous screening process before they can appear on a show.
My job is to look at what I call red flags. And a red flag means that they might have had alcohol abuse, eating disorders. Have they got any criminal pending convictions? That's a problem that becomes a legal issue if we put somebody in front of the screen who's got a pending court case. But it's not my job to say you don't have a right to go in it. It's my job to find out whether they are okay to consent. I've done my job when I know that people go away thinking, I don't know whether I want to do this. That's good, because that means they're really reflecting on it.
Emma's personal approach to conducting psychological evaluations often makes her hesitant to work on reality shows.
So it's not that they necessarily put vulnerable people purposely on screen. In fact, they don't really want to do that. It's not in their interest to do that with respect. It's in their interest to get people through in a healthy way. I am more stringent because I ask more questions, and I am also somebody who would rather be unpopular amongst TV production companies as the go-to person so that I could just work with the ones that I know are going to do a good job. I just don't think that I could knowingly put somebody on a TV show where the ramifications could be, in my opinion, catastrophic.
Hidden meanings can also be attributed to the involvement of particular contributors.
I think what reality TV does is it gives people this amazing opportunity to pursue their dreams, and I don't have an issue with that. What I don't think it prepares people for is the reality. If you want to be famous, you want to be popular, you're often doing that because in you have this desperate need to be validated, and you have an insecurity about that, and you just want people to like you. So you go on these shows hoping that you're going to fundamentally get that very thing that you crave more than anything, but of course it doesn't do that. And how can you possibly know how resilient you are until you're facing that extreme?
Love Island contestant Biggs praised ITV for making sure he was well prepared and for giving him professional support afterwards.
See, going into Love Island, you need to have the mindset of whatever happens, happens. So if you get fame from this cool, if you don't, the main thing is you got that opportunity. So for me to even be considered, I don't take anything for granted. Especially ITV production, they always check up on you like every week. It's a blessing.
On the other hand, Alisha White had a different experience when she competed on both Britain and America's Next Top Model 10 years ago.
I didn't receive any aftercare in America's or Britain's Next Top Model, none at all. Britain on America's Next Top Model don't know if I'm alive, dead, living. They have no clue. Personally, in America's Next Top Model, I wasn't myself anyway. I was suffering from clinical depression when I went into that show, but they still allowed me to go on the show anyway. And the fact that they ignored that hurts my feelings until this day. But obviously, I'm older now and I realise that they have a show to produce and money is more important than anyone's mental health. So I don't know why I expected them to care.
Psychology has also been applied to study whether reality shows can reflect attitudes in wider society.
The idea that TV is meant to be some kind of moral compass is distorted. TV isn't. It's a representation of different areas and elements of life. And this idea that people are now colourblind or sexuality blind or everything's equal is absolute rubbish. And I know this sounds really awful, but you don't just have to equal them, but you have to almost be better by miles than the white participants to win. When you see Love Island, for example, you get these incredibly stunning women and men from BMA background, and with respect, they don't do anywhere near as well. And whether you want to acknowledge that that's an inherent issue, TV absolutely represents that.
Many critics often wonder how genuine the current state of reality TV actually is.
The evidence from research, and there's quite a lot of research into this, is that for a period of time people can fake it, usually, for a number of weeks, for example. I think it's hard when they're now so scripted. If you've seen it, you know the kind of characters that you've got to be. So even though people will always fall into traps, I do think that people can fake it, yeah, I do. And that's something was lost in reality television.
This rare insight into the thought processes behind it all adds another layer of substance to what is an already complex genre of television.